Oh, can you not be so loud? This hangover sucks and my head is killing me. So here's what happened last time. We walk up to this town, right? And my new homeboy Ferguson and I are just dying to get a drink. Ven decides we need to disguise Irina because Strahd is after her. Makes sense, but what do you expect? Put her in a top hat and suddenly she's not the most beautiful woman you've ever seen? This town doesn't seem too friendly, but they also don't seem too fond of Strahd, so that's a win in my book. We make our way into the Blue Water Inn, and Ben decides he and Irina are going to go off to explore the town. When Ferguson comes back with our first round of drinks, he lets me know that the bartender said that if we stay the night, she'll have information that might help us. Now, this is where things start to get a bit fuzzy for me. Supposedly I challenged Ferguson to some drinking competition? Shit, I don't know. Vin and Irina went into town. They see a church and a cart for some carnival of wonders. They walk into a shop for a bit. Nothing big really happens there. But hey, random thought. Do you ever wonder why dragons don't have pouches? Yeah, they should have pouches. That'd be cool. Yeah, well now, I have no recollection of what happens next because I won the drinking competition. Hell yeah. But the rest of the team tells me that we met in the room as planned and we were introduced to the owner of the inn, Erwin. He's part of this order that's against Strahd too and has been watching us ever since Murder House. Creepy! But he actually turns out to be super helpful and gives us a lot of information about the things Madam Eva told us to look out for. Tells us that there's this temple of the Silver Dragon that might be the mountain of gold we're looking for. He tells us that the drowned village she mentioned might be this town south of us, but warns us that it's super dangerous and we probably shouldn't go there soon. Or ever, for that matter. There's also this Vistani camp nearby that might have a dusk elf that would be able to help us. After the conversation, we decide that Irina's safer being here and not with us. This place will protect her while we're gone. And honestly, I need to sleep off this hangover, guys.
You guys have a pretty uneventful, solid night. There's really nothing going on. Kent, if you were going to have a bad night, no longer possible because you can barely remember it. So you just conked out. You still have your negative hit points, though. So
yes.
Keep that in mind. Besides from that, everyone else seemed pretty good. You guys wake up in the morning. Is there anything you guys wanted to do overnight or in the morning directly, like still in your rooms?
I just want to triple check. Does my character know that he's lost hit points? Or is it like just something that...
You feel weaker than you did. So, I mean, hit points... All right, Nick, I know you as a person. You don't have a hit point amount, but it is like reflective.
I feel like if I look in the mirror, I would have about like 40 hit points. So if I had less than 40 hit points, would I know that?
Yeah, like, a little, sunken in the face. You just a little quiver here and there. You just don't feel right. You don't feel.
I mean,
your top.
To be fair, getting a cold, it would be kind of like that. Like you just
feeling
don't
a little
feel
feverish.
like yourself.
A little
Yeah,
feverish.
the hags gave you the snuffles.
I want to wake up in the morning after my drinking bender and just be looking in the mirror and be like, my muscles aren't as strong as they used to be, but...
It's like the opposite of like the beginning of a Spider-Man movie when he gets like his powers.
When they get their power.
He's like, oh, look at me. Now you're like, oh, well, man.
Hey, perfect. My abs are gone a little bit. I look a little pudgy. I'm just like, damn.
Kent, while you're doing that in the morning, you look down and you notice that there is a piece of paper that is pushed from under the door.
I want to go over and grab the piece of paper and read it.
Okay, you're dead. No, I'm just kidding.
So one of those cursed pieces of paper.
Damn.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Paper cut. Bad. 10d10 to damage. So you pick up the letter and it very simply reads, "You have a guest."
Immediately I want to look around the room.
You don't see anybody else except for who you shared the room with, which I don't remember who that may have been.
Check under the bed.
I'm pretty sure it was me and Finn, because I think our scene was going to be in the other room.
Well, no, I was going to be in the room with
you're right. So
Irina because she said she trusted me, and then it was Ferguson and Kent in the other room.
You're right. So Ferguson's definitely still in the bed, a hat over his eyes.
Okay. I want to just like scuttle like over to Ferguson and just like get as close as humanly possible to him. Be like, "Hey, we have a guest."
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I want to look under the bed, look under his sheet. I literally, and then immediately just want to like rip his sheet away. Be like,
Make a strength check.
I rolled a 9, but plus -1, so an 8.
So you go to pull the sheet, it goes taut, and you fall right on your butt with it. And you're trying to scoot it away, but it's no.
What if the guest is under here?
I ain't no one in here but me.
All right, I want to go to look under the bed.
I don't fucking
You
think
see
they're in the
nothing.
room.
Okay. Well, we have a guest.
Probably downstairs. I fucking lost my accent.
When Ferguson's sleepy, he loses his accent.
It just
Wake
goes
up.
away.
Wake up, Ferguson.
All right, fuck it up. What do you want?
There you go.
We gotta go down.
All right, you gonna go down to your fucking skivvies?
Maybe. Might be a fun guest.
You're gonna put on your fucking clothes.
Fine. All right. Scurry off. Put on my clothes. Come back with fully clothed. Ferguson's still in bed. Get up. Get up.
Throw the sheet back. Definitely still fully clothed. Slept clothed.
All right, you guys get up. Then you wake up as usual.
No, I'm still in bed. I'm taking
as well.
advantage of the fact that I haven't had a good night's rest in fucking forever, so I'm just passed the fuck out. And I managed to, since Arena now has her own room, Arsene has taken the luxury of taking up the entire other bed for herself. So, like, she has ripped the mattress off from the bed, and it's on the floor, and she's, like, half on, half off the bed.
Nice. Okay, so he and her are still sleeping in the other room. Kent, Ferguson, what are you guys doing?
You want to get the other ones?
Get the other ones. Sorry.
Yeah, that fucking the health elf and his goddamn little silver thing.
Ah, yes. Let's roll. I want to go get him.
Okay,
Right, I'm gonna go downstairs.
Kent, you scuttle over to the next door, and you...
Ven is not a vampire, but I just imagine him waking up from all of his slumbers like, oh, hello. Just like his whole top half of his body just like rises up, his feet standing straight up, and be like, I'm ready. So yeah, I want to go wake up Ben, try to get him. Be like, hey,
Okay.
we have a guest. We have a guest.
So you hear Kent knocking on the door. Ferguson, you hop downstairs. It's pretty empty downstairs. It looks like no one's really tending the bar at the moment. But there is a man sitting in a chair at one of the tables with his back to you guys at the moment.
I'm gonna go to the bar first and steal something to drink.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Well, not like steal it. Like, I'm not like, ooh, sneaky. I'm just like, and this is mine?
Okay.
While you're doing that, the man sitting at the table would like to turn over to you. Ah, friend! You need not steal something here. I have quite a variety of flasks on my person. Here, can I offer you what? Some fine dwarven whiskey? You look like the type. Am I right? And
who are
he
you?
winks at you. Oh, Rictavio. Rictavio's the name. Carnival is my game. Hello. Step right on up. And he...
Sound like a fake name, but alright.
He, holds a flask in his hand and kind of whisks it at you, and you can hear the liquid inside.
I come over and pull the chair out, sit down.
Okay, at that time, Ven, you are hearing Kent, or maybe not. It's
Oh,
up to
no,
you.
I hear him, so I get up out of bed, and I'm
Like a
only
child
in
trying to open a door.
pants. I'm shirtless,
Arsene.
and I go over and open the
Arsene.
door, and I guess I see Kent there.
You see Kent there.
Okay.
Kent, you see a shirtless half-drow. And you see
Hello.
something very strange that you have not seen on Ven before. Ven, would you like to explain what I'm talking about?
So you see in the center of Ven's chest, there is a big scar that runs from literally right below his neck straight down to like his sternum. There's a huge scar that goes straight down from there. You also see the left side of his chest is actually pulsing with a dull glow that you've never actually seen yet.
Damn, dude.
What do you want, Kent?
Sorry.
I love it. Just continue to be you forever.
I was just distracted by never mind. Ferguson and I are going downstairs. We supposedly have a guest, and I would appreciate if you put some clothes on and come down and join us.
Okay, let me go put the shirt on. And then I turn my back to him, and on his back you see a huge black scar going across his back.
So as he turns, I basically just want like the face of Kent to be like, oh my god.
Basically what it is there's a dark mark on his back, and where the veins would be in that area are like withered and black. But they look like they've stopped from withering.
If I touch it, will it summon Voldemort and the other Death Eaters?
Yep. You guessed it.
Dang.
I'm so happy I was not up there because I wanted to make so many Gypsy Danger jokes.
So as Ven walks back into the room and the door closes, you see Arsene like flop off of the bed fully now. And
Arsene like sees Kent and books it out the door.
There you go. She's and just runs like a really happy dog with a tongue
I want
Arsene
to tackle Kent.
Done.
Done.
Starts licking your face.
What up, Arsene?
Cool. And that's like the end of the shot is Arsene jumping towards Kent and Kent falling out of frame, and it pops back to Ferguson and Rictavio.
Wait, can I roll to see if I can give Arsene a noogie?
You don't need to roll. You got it.
You got that noogie.
Arsene.
Yeah, so Drew, when you come and join Rictavio at the table, he just sort of looks at you. Very charming, very debonair, half-elven man, dressed in bright carnival-esque clothing. Everything is a little bit pale, like the lace is a little bit drippy. He's just sort of looking at you. He's literally wearing rose-tinted glasses, like the little circle John Lennon glasses.
I'm hating him more by the second.
So, friend, now that we're sharing a drink, I suppose I should ask your name as well. What brings you so early to this fine drinking establishment?
But they called me Ferguson, and I was staying upstairs. Heard something about I had a guest down here. I don't know who the fuck you are, though. I know your name, I don't know what the fuck your game is.
Well, I believe I may be the guest you're talking about. I am friends with the proprietors of this place, and actually I'm here to deliver a message for you. Believe a fine, very charming woman, Madam Eva. Have you heard of her?
I ain't got no idea who that is.
Which Ferguson would not have known who Madam Eva is.
That's right.
Oh, well, that probably puts a block in our social situation, but friend...
Makes things a little smoother, I could pretend to know her. She about yay high, real old.
About this time, Kent and Arsene start to come down. Ven, are you with them?
Yeah, I pretty much just throw my stuff on quick and head back down.
Okay, they start coming down the stairs, and Rictavio, you now see the rest of the party walking down the stairs.
Just the two I was looking for, the little fellow and the one with a misty stare behind his eyes. Hello, folks, my name is Rictavio, and he stands up and does a flourishing bow of his multicolored
I turn to
patchwork
Kent and I'm
cape.
like, what's so misty about my stare? What?
You look like you're always about to cry.
It's too early for this shit. What are we doing here?
The most important thing is that he knows who I am.
Well, I've been, sent by, I think, a mutual friend of ours, but I sort of give you an eyebrow, Drew. Like, maybe all of a sudden I'm uncertain if I'm in the right place.
So wait, you said your name is Rictavio?
Yes, and I've been sent by Madam Eva.
Oh, cool.
I believe a mutual acquaintance.
Yes.
Oh
we
my
do know
god.
Madam Eva.
Bae, I love her. Oh my god.
She is a fine, outstanding woman. Yes,
totally.
yes.
She is definitely fine.
Yes, 50 years ago, perhaps, but, well.
I think there's something wrong with the little one.
Sorry.
Seems a little touched in the head.
Why did she send you here?
I've been sent to lead you to a specific location. Something mentioned about, danger of a kind, a old wizard's tower out to the west of here. She impressed upon me it was very important that we reach it quickly. Something about an enemy is trying to take a treasure of some kind, but she said it was quite imperative that I arrived immediately, so lucky for you all, I was staying in town, so I figured I might as well stop on by. Repay a favor for an old friend.
That's great. I actually saw your cart when I was out by the stockyard the other day.
Oh, yes! Of my traveling show.
Yes.
Quite proud of that, little beauty.
Now, far be it from me to step on anyone's toes here, but how do we know you're on the up and up?
On the up and up, sir. I've been playing the carnival circuit for a long time. Clearly, I am always on the up and up. I flourish again.
Which, speaking of this, I believe last time, Kent, we figured out that you have heard of Rictavio's carnival from when you were a kid as a halfling.
Whoa. Are you the Rictavio? Oh no.
The one and only. I am so impressed that you have enough culture amongst you all to recognize my name in my show. Come here, fellow. And he would like to clap you upon the back.
Embrace.
Yes. He leans down and it's just... Yeah.
Huge fan.
Oh, my good man,
gosh.
my good man. Yes.
Guys, everyone. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
You flatter me so.
So you were talking
drinks
about
for everyone.
imperative matters. What do we... So, yes?
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, yes, no, not about my show. Yes, I am supposed to lead you to this location to the west of here, a tower of some sorts. The woman wasn't clear on a lot of details, obviously. She is one of those, let's say, speaks in strange prophecies, never giving you the full details of the situation. Am I right?
Yes,
If you've met
you are
her,
very, very right, yes.
you understand.
I'm gonna do the D&D thing and roll an insight check.
Sure.
I'm just
Go
saying,
ahead.
she clearly invited him over to us to keep us entertained on this dark journey.
Starting off with a 19.
So,
19?
I think we should trust him.
You trust everybody.
Yes. It led me to you, Ferguson. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. But
Celeste, roll whichever you feel appropriate.
I got a 23.
Rictavio seems pretty legit on what she's saying. It sounds like Madam Eva sent him over, and you are in need of getting somewhere relatively quickly. And again, to go off of what Rictavio said earlier, it sounds like maybe someone else on the bad side of things may know where one of the treasures that you're looking for is.
I just want to scurry over to the Ferguson and Ven in our scene and basically be like, listen, guys, we wouldn't have somebody come in to voice a character if they were bad. So...
Rictavio puts up his two hands like a little shield over his ears and pretends he
I'm
can't
just
hear you.
Rictavio has a new voice. We've never heard it before, so it's probably a good character, guys. We should
You think that's true?
All right,
We got a man over here who's walking
we
around
agreed,
with creepy
we agreed that
accents.
you would only break the fourth wall during the introductions to the show.
My apologies. I'm just saying that every other character that we've come across has just been a variation of the same voice, and this
That
is a
ain't
new
true at all.
voice.
Hey, Nick.
We met one on the road the other day.
Shots fired.
Okay?
I'm pretty sure we have one Zach Valenti playing a Strahd.
I know.
Yeah,
that's not
a
what
big
we heard when we
character.
played the game, Josh.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's a
Alright,
big
voice.
character. So all the biggest characters have their own voices, and everybody else just sounds like a bit like Josh. I don't know if you know him.
Oh yeah, Josh, big man in the sky that makes all the decisions for the world. Yeah, I know.
Exactly. If you look up in the sky at the right time, you just see the silhouette of his voice.
Oh,
his
yeah.
head.
Oh, I know
Just
that
like,
religion. That's a
oh.
weird one.
Anyway, to pull a Ven from earlier and cut the bullshit, let's go back. So, yeah, you did your insight check. You seem like that's legit.
Cool.
Then I'm going to look at Kent and Ven. You believe him?
I think that we have work to do, and yes.
I kind of
This-
scoff that you're talking about me without him.
Oh,
Rictavio is just
entirely in
incensed.
front of you.
He
This
takes
is
out a lace
offended.
handkerchief and holds it to his nose
This
like...
is the Rictavio, guys. This is the Rictavio. We need to follow him.
I don't know who that
He is
is.
amazing. Amazing.
Okay, it's fucking amazing, but what does that mean?
Amazing.
I mean, the way I see it is we have to go this way anyway, and we were planning on going today anyway. So, I mean, we were going to stop at the Vistani camp and then make our way to the Wizard's Tower because we had to stop to see if the person who was supposed to help us was going to be in the camp over, and it was along the way. So we might as well just head out today since we were going anyway.
All right, well, I got one other question. How are you going to get us there any faster than our own 2 feet?
Oh, well, not any faster than I've passed by there before. I mean, this tower is sort of a landmark in the areas around here. I would advise you, though, Madam Eva did speak of something of a villain of some sorts trying to obtain this treasure, or the location is known, so that's why she called me so suddenly, that I must lead you there first, for time is of the essence.
Then maybe we should head to the tower first and come back to the Vistani camp if that is the case.
Well, that is my purpose here, so I would be happy to lead you if you are ready to leave. My wagon is good to go.
What do you two say?
I mean, we don't know if the sun is going to be there when we get back. They tend to wander around, don't they?
That's true.
I once saw this man pull a bear out of a top hat. It was insane.
I don't even think that's fucking possible.
That is
Oh,
one of my
I'm-
finer tricks.
yeah.
No, pulling strange animals out of my hat
fucking
has
bear.
been a traditional
bear.
act for many
A
years.
fucking bear.
Fucking
But
hell, how
you
you get
know-
a bear in a hat?
I think
You know,
that's
friend,
doable.
I have actually moved recently into producing, so I myself no
Oh.
longer pull exotic animals out of hats. I'm actually looking for performers, so perhaps, friend, if you have an interest in joining the performing arts to lift the dark days that have ensorcelled this land, you and I should speak further.
I mean, I'm just saying that, like, I enjoy making people happy and making people smile, and the extra bonus is that I hear your show has a lot of groupies.
Amen, friend, to that. I pass you my flask.
We shall talk about this later. Thank you very much. Let's get moving, guys. I'm with him.
All right, so
Shall we?
camp or tower? Which should we go with?
I will say to Ferguson's earlier point that when you were being told about the different places, you were told that the Dusk Elves lived at a Vistani camp. Like, no, you were certainly there in the room
that one.
upstairs
Never mind.
when
That's
you guys
yes.
were all
yes,
together.
yes.
Yeah, so what you were saying before about the Vistani moving around, it did not sound that way from what Erwin was talking about. It sounded like that was
Like
a
a
place
stationary
you
Okay,
camp.
all right then. Like a
I'm gonna
logging
say that-
camp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that Kent is a little bit intimidated and worried about reaching the wizard. He, there's this like kind of idea that when he reaches the wizard, he's gonna get all the information that he was looking for, and so therefore he would probably lead everybody else to go to like not go to the wizard, but to postpone it. So if there's like two options, he would say, "Let's go to the camp," as opposed to going to the wizard tower. So guys, I'm just saying, the camp was probably closer, right? Or, I think we should head to the camp, right?
You're gonna let some fucking groupie for the goddamn thing in the tower? You gonna let him get the fucking thing? I have no fucking idea what you just said. I kind
I
of
have
lost the
no-
thread there.
I have no idea
Not
either.
quite sure
but
this was even
I'm
coming.
just saying, you look good when you said it, so I'm gonna go.
My dear friends, I do absolutely understand the appeal of camping, but I do think Madam Eva would not have sent me to you if this was not a time-sensitive situation. She and I go back a ways, but still, when she calls on me, it is a remarkable moment. Perhaps we should travel out to the tower. It will take less than a day, I believe, in game time. I don't know. Josh, check in to get there.
I do
Distances.
believe that's
It
Game time.
is.
correct.
What
I
is
think it is.
that?
It's less than a day's journey from
Let me check my
Valakai.
new fully pulled out map here to count some
I
hexes.
believe
Hold on
it's
one second.
like 6 hours away.
I'm gonna dissect that Strahd map. Castle Ravenloft.
I know,
What's
I was-
in there? What's in there?
I
Where's the
looked
treasure
on
at?
the back. I literally, there's like this little picture on the back. I'm just
Dude,
like,
Castle Ravenloft has like 100-something rooms. Good luck. Yeah, it'll take you like a half day, and it's in the morning, so you guys should be out there. Well, you don't know this now, but you'll know this later. That it'll be about halfway through the day. Rictavio would know that.
I convey that. The journey should take a mere half a day. And I am quite afraid of what the old woman will say if I do not get you there post-haste.
All right, then I say we quick eat our breakfast and head out to the tower.
Absolutely. Every great adventure starts with a hearty breakfast. I swig more whiskey.
So as you drink the whiskey and then you hit the flask on the table, that is the cut point for where you guys are heading out of the inn, rubbing your tummies from eating whatever you ate inside. You know, you guys had a solid breakfast because Erwin ended up coming out, giving you guys all some breakfast, and you had some sweet,
It was
sweet
definitely boiled
nom-noms.
sausage.
Absolutely, of course.
Because this place
and
is
eggs
sad.
that maybe were okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like the eggs were off white. Like just wasn't quite there. So you guys exit. Rictavio, are you using your wagon to travel?
Oh,
What are you
absolutely. I
doing?
must pick up my wagon. But my wagon is currently preoccupied by my beastie Beauregard, so I cannot bring anyone along with me, though there is room on the passenger seat if someone would like to ride with me.
Can't will. 100%.
Rictavio is very happy that you decided to, because he keeps giving these other two side-eye. They look just a
Rictavio,
little bit...
you need. Oh my god.
Pop up, fine friend. Yes.
When I last saw you, I was blown away. Please, I know you're not performing anymore and you're just like a producerial role. You're just setting everything up. I need to know your secrets. I need to know. And please explain
Well,
everything.
dear friend, and I would like to lower my voice and lean in. You know, a magician's greatest secrets are that he can never tell anyone. I know. And his eyebrows raise up again, and he pats you on the shoulder.
All right, fine.
And as we approach my wagon, it kind of rattles a little bit, as if something living is inside of it. One moment, friends, before we go. And Rictavio climbs on top of the wagon, opens up a hatch in the ceiling, and then drops what looks like a bag of... It's actually, you see the bag is dripping with red, so meat of some kind into this hole, and you hear...
Wow. Hear that on the inside. As it closes shut, and you hear the thing go back and forth.
No one
Shall
going
we?
to take that one? No one going to take that one at all? Just me?
What?
Fuck
No,
our
we
life.
should be on our way.
It doesn't carry over audio, but Nick's face of just like pure smile of,
What? I'm
What?
waiting for somebody else to do this. Somebody else jump in, because if not, I'm going to be like,
No,
Ven,
it's fine. Let's go.
Keep an eye on the
I would
wagon.
like to settle up
Yes.
with the general store for my parking.
oh, okay. So you're going to go pay it up?
One
Cool.
moment. Would you watch the cart, dear friends?
Sure.
I walk
cars? They have it too.
Yeah, Rictavio walks off to where, Ven, you saw where the couple that came out before,
Yeah.
over to that establishment. And Rictavio is talking with them.
Rictavio, how dare you leave Kent alone? It's almost like asking for him to peek into this cart.
Kent,
Hmm?
keep your hand near your gun.
I mean,
Don't ask fucking questions, just do it.
Arsene, sniff around. And I wait for Arsene to like sniff around the cart and see if she can like pick up any weird scents.
Make a perception check for our scene, please.
Ferguson gives the order, and Kent's hand does not leave his gun. He's
Nope,
got it.
It's
right
bad. It's a 3.
Arsene sniffs around and then finds Kent and starts
Yep.
nuzzling up
Drops
against
belly
Kent.
rub time.
Oh.
All right, we have to work on that one.
Yep.
Sound.
I'll make a perception check.
I will say, since you are by the wagon, I will read the explanation for it. The wagon suddenly lurches, as you saw before, as though something big has thrown itself against the inside wall. You hear the cracking of wood, the scraping of metal, and the snarl of something inhuman. Upon closer inspection, you see that the sides of the wagon are spattered with dry blood. You also see an inscription on the wagon's door frame that reads, "I bring you from shadow into light."
Oh, guys. Psst. Psst. Ferguson. Psst.
What? What do you want?
I think there's a beast in here.
Oh, you think? That's so good. You got some high perception there.
I didn't have to roll it.
You just know? All right. Hey, Josh, I want to know, could I roll something and maybe be able to recognize what this is by the sound of it?
Sure. Make a perception check.
17.
It sounded like a large cat.
Cool.
And note, to clarify, not a house cat.
Figured that much.
I open up the
But
latch,
thank
two
you.
tabaxi jump out. It's just
Yeah, it's
Joel
Adam
and
and Joel.
My tabaxi friends. They're my acrobatic crew.
Couple of taxi tickets.
It sounds like a large cat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I'm just gonna hang around and wait till we leave.
Cool. About this time, Rictavio starts to walk back.
Are we ready to go, friends? We should be on the road soon.
Ready to go.
Let's do it.
Wonderful. And I guess, is Drusilla here, my horse?
Yes, of course.
She around? Okay. Yeah. So I have my horse, I have my cart, I have my buddy Kent sitting next to me, and let's head out.
So, Ferguson and Ven, are you guys just going to walk alongside the cart, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say if you guys want to, maybe you could like step on the sides of the wagon and there's like a place to hold on to so you can just like sail with
I'll
it,
just walk next
essentially.
to Arsene.
Okay.
Yeah, just gonna walk.
So you guys head on out. The muddy dirt from last night has dried up a little bit, so it's a little bit easier of a walk than it has been after all that goddamn rain. But you guys head on out nonetheless. A little while up the road, you end up coming to a crossroads, which with Rictavio is going to be easy to navigate. However, just to give you a description, the road comes to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing in 4 different directions, lies in the weeds nearby. But, again, Rictavio, you know where you're going.
I do. Somewhere along the road, though, I would like to check in for a moment if we could have a little
Of course.
dialogue.
Yes. I would say right at this crossroads, as you guys are starting to go towards the direction you need to go, Rictavio begins to discuss.
Friend there, Ferguson, I believe you said your name was. That is a mighty impressive blade you carry with you. Does it have a name, perhaps?
Got one? What's to you, though?
To me? Oh, well, I am a collector of lore, you might say. The bardic inspiration is something that is rather important to me. And just looking at your device, I can't help but think that I've heard something about a blade very much like that before. So I was just looking for more information, I suppose. I don't know. It seems an interesting weapon to carry.
You might have heard of it. It's got kind of a history.
Does it?
Bit of one.
What is that history?
Don't know much about it since I carried it.
Oh. So you just
Came from far away.
far away. Oh. Are you intentionally cryptic? Do you think it's charming? Or
No, I'm just an asshole.
Oh. Alright, well, I've dealt with many of those. I'm in show business after all.
You'll get used
Swirls
to him.
back.
But you want to
Alright.
know the name? It's called a Stygian blade.
Stygian blade.
At least that's what they call it when they gave it to me.
Who gave it to you? Did you find it in a dungeon of some renowned or something of the like?
No. Some friends gave it to me.
Oh.
The order.
The Order? Are you, oh god. And I look and I roll my eyes at one of those religious types, hmm? And I look at you, Nick, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
I'm just super excited for him to be talking to me, so I just want to be like, yeah, fucking religious people.
I'm like, no, you missed it, but okay.
Ven is looking through one of his books at this point.
Okay, yeah, then you are thumbing through one of your books. Which one?
I'm gonna say the journal.
Okay, so Ven is currently going through his grandmother's journal. Continue.
Ain't got no hold with religion. It's the order. This is what we do. Wander around, kill things.
That is just called the Order. That's
You tell
mysterious.
me. What do you think an order that wanders around and murders monsters is called?
I'm not sure, my dear man. I'm a showman. I don't.
You say you collect knowledge, though.
Oh yes, tales, many fine tales, such as, well, we have heard of monster hunting organizations, perhaps the Flames of the Blade, or the Order of the Gauntlet, these sort of things. Yes, of course they've come across in tales I've heard.
Something like that, then. Not necessarily, not one of those.
Alright. I would like to make an insight check on...
Oh, by all means, please.
Yes. Alright, so that is going to be a 17 to insight.
Oh, he knows
Drew,
exactly what you are.
Make a... You're not exactly trying to be deceiving, you're just hiding. So make a just general charisma check.
A 5.
5? So I would say...
You are off-putting and
solid
rude.
5.
Yeah, you can tell that he's being honest about what he's talking about. He's just, for whatever reason, holding on to information. But everything he's saying sounds true.
Oh. Wonderful.
I mean, to be fair, I told Kent and Vin about this, so I'm honestly waiting for Nick to be like, trying to impress his new friend.
Fangirl.
No. Kent is forthcoming with his own information, but he's not gonna just dish out on Ferguson. Especially because
Ven doesn't give a shit.
Especially because he believes
Clearly.
Ferguson is his best friend ever. Internally.
Oh,
Ever.
guys. All right, and then I'll wrap that up. I'm like, okay. It's clearly sensing your misgivings. I'm like, oh, well, just a man after a story. Just a sorry, friend. Didn't mean to offend. We just gotta, I suppose, be on our way. Beat whatever this evil you're chasing is.
Don't take it personal. Just don't know you yet.
Fair enough. To the northwest then.
Cool. So you guys...
So before actually you continue, the reason that I was not giving a shit was because I was looking through my journal for any information about the tower or the wizard in the tower in my grandma's journal.
Interesting. Make an investigation check, please.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm good at that. Oh, I am good at that. Yay.
Yay.
Ven's good at everything, okay?
But I rolled shitty, so I got a 13.
You got to a different chapter, and you just found a lot of information about her recounting her time talking to Madam Eva. She was a pretty nice lady, hoping for grandkids one day.
She's got a great tea recipe.
Pressure.
Not Madam Eva hoping, your grandmother hoping. So she got her wish. Okay, so you guys progress down the road a little bit further. You end up going through, it's kind of like a road through the trees. Not just a normal road, but a dirt path. So it slows you down a little bit, but you still get there midway through the day, as you were expecting. And what you see, after you branch off a little bit more towards the northwest, is a tower. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Butts, yes, I remember our joke.
I love a good buttress.
Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon, spattered with mud.
The minute I see the wagon, I go, fuck. And then just kind of,
What's the problem? What's the wagon?
What problem? No, well, this is the tower. I've brought you here.
What's the wagon?
It is very garish. And it is too much like my own wagon.
Insight check.
Go right ahead.
I feel threatened by the quality of that wagon.
Natural 20.
Oh, 18 for me, but still.
Okay, yeah. Oh, nope, didn't do great. So that was a 12.
So, I mean, Celeste, since you've run this mod before,
Yeah.
I'll let you describe what you actually feel.
Cool. It's very clear that I'm very off kilter, like thrown off balance by the sight of the wagon. I clearly recognize it and don't like that it's here. But I'm trying to cover that up. It means something to me, the sight of this thing.
So, Rictavio, I've been in many parties before, and the number one most important thing is truth and honesty. So if you know something, I would rather you spill it now so that we may be prepared for what we may face inside.
Fair enough. Honored you consider me a part of the party, dear friend. I mean, we just met this morning, but all right, I'll take it.
While
I hit
Rictavio's
Kent again with my elbow.
going on and on about this, I draw my blade and just run it across my palm
Oh.
Okay.
and activate my passage.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm reading the third book of Game of Thrones, and the second he, puts it against his blood, the sword lights on fire, and I'm just like, oh, Ferguson, if you light your sword on fire right now with your own blood, Kent's gonna be your biggest fan.
Yeah, I look at you, Ferguson, I'm like, what,
And as you look at it, you see the blood absorb into the blade, and then you see tentacles run up the side of it.
He does that.
Yeah,
Don't
this
worry
is
about it
normal.
right
Do
now.
not worry.
He's fine.
I'm feeling a little bit threatened. I mean, I just don't.
What do you feel threatened about? I'm just getting ready.
Okay, that's great. Well, it is quite odd that this position I've been sent to lead you to, that wagon parked in front of. Well, this is the tower here. Belongs to an old friend of mine, I suppose. So I'm just a little surprised to see it here.
Would this friend be the one who we are fighting to get here?
No, absolutely not. She's no, absolutely not.
It's a she.
With that natural 20, by the way, Ven, she is blatantly telling the truth.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not hard to see. There's some weird. If this is here, I don't know what we're about to face. If she is here, then perhaps your evil is solved. Quite honestly.
Then how should we approach?
Is this someone we're gonna have to kill?
Her? No. But if she has preceded the enemy, she may have already taken care of it. If I know her.
Oh.
All right. Well, then how should we proceed? Should we just walk in?
I look at you, Kent. I'm like, don't even try. I have for years, and it has never gone well.
Josh, when I look at the tower,
Appreciate it.
what does it look like? Do I see other points of ingress? Do I see just the one door? What does the tower look
Basically
like?
what I just described, so thanks for listening, Drew.
Okay, I'm pretty sure your description was
Dick.
it's a stone tower.
No, I
Yay.
said the tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. And time-worn griffin statues, their wings,
Okay,
there's
clearly
butts.
accidentally forgot that part. Sorry, my memory wasn't 100% this one time.
Does the
Oh, wait,
large...
wait,
Drew.
I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do it. Drew, this is bullshit. There we go.
Oh, yay. Wait, you didn't flip anything.
Then I'm gonna just head for the scaffolding. So quietly.
Does large gash look like it was just made, or is it like that's
no.
been there for a while?
That's been there a while.
So there's no chance like this mysterious woman who we don't know about yet she didn't cause it, right? She didn't cause it.
I mean, I would have... Well, I mean, I have an idea. You would have no idea.
Got it.
Is she a chrono wizard?
Yeah. She made time warp in that... No. You think it looks like a natural crack in this tower.
Got it. Cool.
So the closer you get, Ferguson, you realize that the tower is about 80 feet tall or so, and looks like there's probably like 4 levels, 5, you don't know exactly, but it's a couple levels in there, or for someone really, really tall for whatever reason. And you see like there's some arrow slits like you would have in a tower normally.
Yep.
And there's just those mossy griffins atop the buttresses. Can't go along without that joke.
The big stone butts.
Yeah.
Love it.
There's some
Booty, booty, butt cheeks.
Yeah,
Supportive
it's
butts.
surrounded by butts.
Balances
supportive
tower
butts.
on the butt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kazan the Butt Wizard. That's it. That's what I got.
Great.
Quote of the night, because I'm a butt wizard.
I'm a butt
yes.
wizard. All
there
right.
we go.
Good.
So you approach the scaffolding.
So I get up to the scaffolding without a problem. Like nothing happens.
Nope.
Okay, then I'm going to start to carefully climb the scaffolding, checking for traps as I go.
So, Ferguson, how much do you weigh?
170.
With equipment or just yourself?
That's with my equipment. Ferguson's one of those like wiry
Oh,
people.
he's lean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to the rotting wooden beams that support the scaffolding, which they groan and creak with like the slightest breeze. There's a series of ladders and platforms that lead up to a hole in the northwest wall on the third floor. You start to climb, and
That's gonna be a bad idea.
it is rough. But you are starting to make yourself up.
Even Rictavio's like, friend, I don't, the architecture of this, I'm not a clever man, but, that doesn't seem, great. Wow.
So,
Just-
Ferguson's by like the second floor by this point.
And how many more levels of scaffolding do I need to go up?
It looks like it goes up it goes to the third floor. So one more floor.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go up to the third floor.
Yeah, risk it for the biscuit. I like it.
Should we get underneath him, perhaps to, just if he were to fall, I don't know, perhaps you, friend, you look like you know some sorcery of some kind. You
Look at him,
and
he's
your
playing with his far
dragon.
stone of far speech.
Looking at.
He's like, oh, I have a stone of far speech. Hold on.
Right
I mean,
now.
I got this new app. It lets me do
Yeah, let me just
texting far speech.
text it. Yeah, what up? Hey, listen!
No, I'm looking at my
Navi!
spellbook online.
No!
I'm doing D&D stuff. Calm down.
Also, Ferguson, while you're climbing, you realize that your sword is not magic anymore.
excuse me, bitch.
Like the packed kind of feel that you have with this weapon that you just ignited with your blood is just not going.
Well then,
I don't like that. I don't like
it's
that
gonna
at
be a
all.
problem.
We don't know that.
I'm
But
still
I'd
going
be
up though.
extra worried.
Okay. And I know you're climbing.
did.
I'm just giving Ven time to do whatever he's thinking.
I don't really have anything I can do to help him, so. But while he's climbing, I want to actually go over by the huge gash and like peek in through and see what I see on the inside.
The gash
Well,
is
get
like
up,
on the third
Get
floor.
up 3 stories on this
Oh, it's on the
scaffolding
third
with me.
floor. Oh. All right, then I'll just watch.
Okay. So, Ferguson, you climb all the way up and you hear the... and you step over that step. And you look inside and you see that you're at the 3rd floor. And you look inside, and time and elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the wall that you're looking through, and slimy black mildew on the walls. Gross. The wooden floor is completely rotted and has begun to fall away in places.
Cool.
Was it worth it?
It's always worth it.
So while he's been climbing this whole thing, I do want to turn to Rictavio and say, Rictavio, do you have any secrets up your sleeves that may be of assistance if we get
That's how you ask people.
a fight?
You got a secret to tell me?
Well, I mean, I do consider myself a little bit of a talent. I would like to make a sleight of hand check to twirl my knives in my hand and stick them back in my belt loops.
Yes, please.
In a very performative manner.
I'm gonna be like a little bit of a talent. Understatement.
Yeah, so that
Rictavio's
would be
amazing.
18 to sleight of hand to twirl my daggers.
You twirl them, one goes up around the
Yay!
other hand, catches it backwards, and slips them in.
Oh my god, Ven! Ven, did you see that? Did you see
Good.
that?
We might need that.
Just a bit of a
Yay!
talent for such things.
I'm gonna lean over the scaffolding I'm on and be like, you sure you're gonna fucking help?
Oh, alright. I
You're
wanna...
just gonna fucking stand around all day.
I mean, I don't think more than one person should go up that scaffolding.
Not
It was
up
very-
here.
Yeah,
Go
no,
in
I
the
think we should walk
fucking
in the door.
door.
Ferguson, you looking into the room, you also notice there's a, 5-foot... Sorry, the room itself is about 20 feet by 20 feet, and in the center of the room is just a 5-foot by 5-foot hole.
So, I mean, there is a door here at the bottom.
Go in the
I
fucking
don't-
door.
What do you see up there, Ferguson?
I see a bunch of fucking rotten wood. Go in the fucking door.
God damn it. All right, let's just go in the door.
I like to think Ferguson's hands and legs are just, spidered
Yeah.
across, the gap.
Also,
He's like,
exactly.
nope,
It's
nope, nope, nope.
why are you whispering? It's full daylight. There's
don't know
nothing
who's in
around
here.
here. I don't know why
I
this
opened the door.
fucking crazy lady sent me into this, but what the fuck?
I like to think that Ferguson's doing the Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Or
But it is.
Now, Ferguson, are you coming back down, or are you still up there?
I'm going to step carefully into the room.
Okay. You step carefully into the room.
And you die. Done.
Probably.
Game over, guys.
So,
Matching
well,
missile
new
to the
character.
face.
Good thing I made a new character earlier, Nick.
Oh god, you have like
True,
8...
if you get another new character, it's just ridiculous.
you step into the room, and when you're putting your foot down, you feel the floor start to give. Make a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw, please.
Oh, no.
That's clearly what I'm good at,
we
with the sword and all.
we need the death of Drew's characters to mark all of the ends of seasons.
All episodes.
So
Yeah.
we need
All
we
the
need,
episodes.
Ferguson's been along
19.
for too long. He needs to die so we can end this run.
So, because of the way you were gripping the wall, your foot goes through the floor, and you catch yourself. Your right hand flicks a brick off that was loose, and you swing around and catch the wall and start to dip into the room and pull yourself out a little bit. This floor is not going to support you.
Could Kent be quick enough to just happen to come to where he is and catch him?
You are 3 stories down.
Yeah, but Kent is fast.
You
Oh,
have 25 feet of movement. What are you talking about? I mean,
well,
you can.
then I guess I'm gonna start to climb down because I
Wait,
clearly
wait.
can't go in through the wall.
Hold on a second. Kent, are you running up the stairs?
Well, I don't know that I'd like to think that
if you bring a tower down on top of me, Kent.
you know what? No, he wants to stay next to Rictavio. Rictavio.
Rictavio.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my
Yes.
name. That's my game. Carnival's on
Unless
my
he
game.
knows
Yes,
that Ferguson's
Rictavio.
in danger, which he wouldn't in this instance, he would stay next to Rictavio. Just
Okay.
so he can learn some anything Rictavio does, you see Kent right behind, try to
Yeah,
mimic.
the cool factor.
Be like,
So,
"Oh, I can't-
Ferguson, you're coming
a
back
learned
down, you
art.
said, right?
I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back down.
Okay, Ferguson starts to come back down. Ven, I heard you before. You said you were going up to the door. I just wanted to finish that part quick.
Yeah, I walk up to the door.
Okay, so you walking up to the door, you notice that the tower door is made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Kazan.
Lintel is from campaign.
Whatever. Lintel, you see carved into the lintel laroon above the door. So, I'm going to show you something on camera that is unfortunately not going to go over audio. That is the symbol.
Do I recognize these symbols at all?
You said as arcane. Make an Arcana check.
Can I describe what I see? So that way listeners will probably be able to as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so basically there's it's a giant wooden door with a like a knocker right in the middle, and right above the knocker is like a circle where it looks like stick figures of people, as if it's a clock in the hour sections. And right in the middle, instead of like hour and minutes hand, is like a series of triangles that are currently pointing towards I think all of them. There's like some sort of a connection.
It's an order.
Yeah. Which I don't really understand right now, but I'm assuming that Ven will explain it to me because he knows everything.
I rolled a 24 Arcana check.
Yep, that'll tell me.
So, from your history of Arcana, from what you've learned from your grandmother, those are legit stick figures.
Dope.
Oh,
That one's Kevin.
Good.
That one's James. That one's I'm gonna call that one Van.
So the beginning of animation happened here, folks. Right here. At the old wizard's tower.
This is the first drawings of the show Rick and
Of
Morty.
mankind ever.
So these stick figures are doing different hand signals. I'm assuming maybe we have to either do them in front of the door, because they are interconnected in a specific way.
Some of them look like the hand signals to the YMCA.
Yeah, Kent, Rictavio, Ferguson, you just got down. Where are Rictavio, since you were already talking?
Rictavio has stayed back towards the edge of the clearing, like wanting no, like, part of this. Absolutely. So he's sort of back towards where the wagon forest area is, sort of scoping around, watching our companion climb up the scaffolding with a worried furrow in his brow.
And Kent, where are you?
I'm looking at the stick figures and just like doing the forms that they're doing, trying to figure it out. Next to Ven. Right? Because Ven, you're at the door too?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm right next to Ven.
Kent, what is your Constitution modifier? And what is your hit die?
Constitution modifier. Constitution is a +0.
Okay, and what is your hit die?
1d10.
So when you approach the door, before you start doing the hand signals, whatever, your maximum hit points drops by 10.
Oh my god. My
Temporarily.
maximum hit points?
Yes, just mark it down as a temporary number.
Hold on. I need to find a pencil because you just fucked me.
Then you're okay. This is surprising Celeste because she does not know what this is.
I have no idea what's happening.
I'm surprised too. What the fuck what kind of superpowers do I have?
So basically, that's a pretty.
Is that reactor in your chest?
That's a pretty drastic drop.
You're Iron Man.
I want to.
I am Iron Man.
Is it possible that I could like turn to Ven and like really lean into the fact that I feel off and just be like, I just want to like grab onto his arm and like kind of like drop a little bit, like as if my legs have lost its strength, and just be like, Ven,
Can just take some steps back.
take some steps back.
Your hit points are back to normal.
Is Ferguson back down yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ferguson, come over here.
One step forward.
All right.
Your hit points drop.
One step back.
Yep,
They're
I
back.
don't feel good. Wait, my hit points are up or Kent's?
Kent's. You're fine,
Okay,
Ferguson.
Guys.
Okay.
But
Guys.
Ferguson, when you came away from the scaffolding, your sword lit back up, and then as soon as you walked over to Kent, within like 5 feet of that door, it dropped again.
Ferguson, we are magic casters. Kent can't cast magic.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be much help in here.
Right, but as soon as he approaches the door, he gets weak. So if he can't cast magic, perhaps he can't enter the...
Okay, there's
Tower.
just something real freaky going on here. I just see people getting pale or not pale. So I'm going to hang back here if you all are cool, because I don't feel great about this situation.
I mean, we might need your help.
Just
hold on 1 second.
okay.
How close to the tower is this mud-spattered wagon?
Within 10 feet.
I'm going to be an idiot and go poke my head in the back.
Oh no.
Of the wagon?
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I'm going to be doing the hand signs on the door.
Okay.
Look at you trying to dance. Trying to do some semaphore.
So I think, Josh, after you read a thing, I'll do a thing.
Well, he's approaching the wagon, so go ahead.
Basically, as Rictavio backs away and is like, I'm going to stay by the wagon, I just want to be like, never meet your heroes. Never live up to the expectation.
Drew or Ferguson, as you go and make your way towards the back of the wagon where like the door entrance would be, I move very quickly with a lightning quickness and try to stop you from grasping the doorknob. So a grapple, sure, if you want it, or if not.
Which, at this point, Ferguson, when you approach and he comes up to you, under layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. A steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads, "Keep Out."
So, fun thing. Can I make a check to get my sword against Rictavio's throat and pinned against the wagon?
Not yet, because you're going to make a grapple check first.
Sure, so the grapple check, basically, as you're reaching for the doorknob, I want to grab your wrist and martially pull you away from touching it. So let's do that.
Ferguson's gonna kill my childhood hero.
In the meantime, I need you to tell me exactly what you're doing. Because I like to think that this whole, like, scuffle is going on, and Ven is just over there doing weird YMCA movements.
I would probably be by Ven, because if I see myself, if I feel myself getting weaker the closer I get to the door, and I don't see that affecting Ven, I basically want to be his backup, where, like, if something were to happen to Ven, I could help. I could jump into it, and Ferguson could be doing whatever he wants, but Ven is like...
As he always does.
So are you
Exactly.
10 feet from the door, like, with your health points at max? Or,
yes,
okay.
yes. Yeah, like within eye shot, so I could see what he's doing, but like not enough where I feel like I'm losing any hit
Okay,
points.
you're right on the edge then.
Yep.
So, Ven, go ahead.
That was my whole like foot forward, foot back, foot
Mhm.
forward.
I'm gonna
That's-
start with my hands down, both hands down, then to the sides, then right hand up, then both up, both down, out, left hand up, both up.
Okay, so you do the 2 hands down, 2 hands out.
Basically, you see the order that I'm going in, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Your right hand goes up, and all of a sudden you feel like something's wrong. And when you guys do your grapple check, what was the grapple check?
What am I rolling? Because I've rolled an 18 on the die, so what do I add to it?
You're a strength modifier.
It's a 22.
And Celeste, what was it for Rictavio?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading spells. What?
Spells.
Your grapple check.
We
for him.
invite you to play character.
Okay. No,
Andrew.
my grapple check was 15.
15? Okay, so you go to grapple, you grab Ferguson's wrist, but he pulls it away. And
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me describe this. Rictavio grabs Ferguson's wrist, and he kind of does that sweet thing where he just kind of goes with it, but, like, so his hand drops, and he spins, slams Rictavio into the wagon, and then the blade is against his throat. It's like, what the fuck do you know?
Okay, and right at that time, I need Ven, Kent.
What am I rolling? Roll not to die. That's what I'm thinking.
I think we all might die
Well,
here.
Ven and Kent, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, shit.
Josh has got bored of running the game, and he's murdered us all tonight.
He's done now.
He's like, I'm done with this.
He
Celeste,
actually
come on
brought
for the
me
last
on to counsel you all through your inevitable loss. So, hello. Yeah, welcome.
I mean, I've lost plenty of characters. It's
20,
fine.
21 for Ken.
Not sad,
16.
not sad at all.
21-16.
I'm gonna die.
I just realized
when I
Nick
open up
still
the
has
door,
his
I'm gonna die.
brand new character. Like, I've never lost a character feeling.
Yep.
It's hard.
Does that happen often?
Yeah, every time someone starts playing D&D, they're first, like, before they lose a character, they're always like, "Oh no, I'm gonna lose this. This character's gonna die." And then after the first time, I'm like, fuck it."
You're like,
Celeste,
I haven't had
It's
a
like,
character die yet.
You look at this statue of a giant dragon, you can walk into its mouth, and it might be a real one. And you're like, fuck it, I'll walk in.
You guys both made your saving throw, so all of a sudden, you just, as soon as you move a different way, you feel the air shift, and you feel the hair on your body go up, and you get, Kent move, and you push him out of the way as the tower goes, and a lightning barrier comes up in the tower from like a 10-foot range from the tower door. I need you guys to take...
I want to basically be like to Ven, your dance moves are always shit.
Take 10 lightning damage each. And that lightning shield stays there. And yeah, you can see like it is from where Ferguson and Rictavio are, you guys are right on the edge of it, along with like that cart of just like right there. So you feel like the hair on that side of your body go up, and you look up and there is this large blue crackling shield around the tower.
Taking Initiative is a product of the Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do. For updates on the show, future news, and all things nerd, visit us on thespark.network. If you wish to conjure us on social media, you can cast message on Twitter with the handle @TI_pod, Facebook at the Taking Initiative Podcast page, and Tumblr at takinginitiativepodcast.tumblr.com. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review on iTunes, as it helps us grow so we can put out more content for you.
I'm Josh Perot, and I'm the DM. You can find me on Twitter at XyroxisTheBeard. That's XIROXIS the Beard.
This is Jonathan Buckmaster. I am the voice of Vendelar Greymeyer. You can find me on Twitter at Bucky_Masters.
Oh, this is Drew Tillman, and I play Ferguson. You can find me over on Twitter at NotDeadDrew.
This is Nicholas Figueroa, and I play the sometimes rude but always lovable Kent Brickwood of the East Farthing Brickwoods. You could find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Nico Figs. That's at NIKOFIGS.
And guest starring Celeste Conowitch as Rictavio. You can find her on the Venture Maidens or on Twitter at @CConowitch. This episode was edited by John Buckmaster and Josh Perot. The Gunman Comes Around logo was created by Kati Kawaguchi of Nerds on a Roll. You can find her on Twitter at @KidKatie. The Gunman Comes Around theme song was created by Neil Martin of The Lucky Die. You can find him on Twitter at Bardic Martin. Any additional music was created by Kevin MacLeod in the Incomtech website. Any information about those songs can be found in the episode's description. The Bloodhunter class, played by Drew Tillman, and the Gunslinger class, played by Nick Figueroa, were both created by Matthew Mercer. The Pendragon class, played by John Buckmaster, was created by Daresight Phantom on Reddit. The D&D 5e rule set and the Curse of Strahd module are both property of Wizards of the Coast. If you're enjoying what you're hearing and you would like to support us, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/takinginitiative. There you can find bonus content and early access to episodes.